So, what are we unpacking today? I haven't been feeling myself lately. And what's making you not feel yourself? When I look in the mirror, all I see is everything I don't like about myself. And when you say everything, what do you mean? When I look in the mirror, I see my smile. And when I look at my smile, some days I feel like it looks weird. Sometimes I don't like my shape. Sounds to me like there's a focus on things you don't like about yourself. And I don't try to. You know, some days I feel great about how I look and I'm loving myself, but some days I don't. Also sounds like a lot of back and forth. And when you're in these not feeling yourself thoughts, what happens right after those thoughts show up? Do you stay there or do you try to move away from it? I usually just stay there, or sometimes I try to distract myself. And how do you distract yourself? With music, and I'll vibe for a moment if I'm like doing my makeup, but it's almost like the thoughts are sitting in the back of my head. Well, that sounds exhausting. When did you first start noticing these thoughts? Honestly, I don't even know when it started. I guess I can dig. Only if you want to. This is a space for you. I don't know. But sometimes the thoughts just get louder and louder and louder, especially when I'm about to go out or if I see myself in pictures. And what is it that you're noticing? My smile. You don't like your smile. I do kind of, but I keep resurfacing this thought and then it ruins the good momentum. Okay. Well, what's the thought? Do you mind sharing? It's gonna sound so childish. It doesn't have to be childish here. It can just be honest. Okay, well, in high school, this boy always made fun of my smile. Even though I thought it looked fine, but after a while of him saying it, I kind of started believing it. Well, for whatever my opinion is worth, I think you have a great smile. Thank you. I just don't know why it gets to me. Well, to be fair, if you were in high school when this happened, your brain was very much still developing, and some of the messages we receive from other people, good or bad, can become imprinted in our brain and almost stick with us for a while. And sometimes we carry it for longer than we should. Ugh, I would love to let it go. Well, let's find a way to let it go. What are 3 things that you like about yourself? Stop, really? Yes, really. Okay. I like that I'm funny. I feel like I'm highly intellectual. I like that I can adapt well in different environments. Those are strong qualities, and you should definitely feel good about them. As we tackle looking in the mirror, our focus can become so focused on our appearance. So I'd love to hear 3 things that you love about your physical appearance. I do like my skin tone, and I love my lips, even though I'm weird about my smile. I love my collarbones. I love my butt. This is great. Can you write those somewhere? Do you have a journal or maybe the notes in your phone? I can put a note on my phone. Perfect. Yeah, go ahead and maybe create a note that says therapy or honestly whatever you feel. And type out the things that you just mentioned that you love about yourself. Okay, done. Perfect. So every time you look in the mirror, I want you to focus on those things that you just wrote down about yourself. How you love your lips, your skin tone, your collarbones. I'll leave the last one for you. Do you think that's doable? I think I can do that. That would be amazing, because if we want to feel better about ourselves, we have to be intentional about what we think about ourselves. Let's instead try to think about the things that we do like, and that way you feel better about yourself because you're thinking better about yourself. Now, I think one of the things that people run into is thinking that this is an overnight change. From looking at yourself and going from a place of not liking yourself to a place of really liking the things that you see, people tend to think that that's an overnight shift. But self-love is a journey. And the amount of times that you've told yourself negative things, well, now we have to tell yourself positive things to match that number. And then we have to exceed the number of negative thoughts that we've told ourselves so that we can be in a place of always feeling good. I would really love to be in a consistent place of feeling good. Self-love is a journey. I will always give you the tools, but it's up to you to use them to build the version of you that loves what you see in the mirror. And here's a guide. And what are your thoughts on actually implementing this in your life? I mean, I think I can do it. I just have to remember. And sometimes there's a ton of things in my mind, but I can probably commit to this. Are you a fan of sticky notes? I love sticky notes. Nice. What's your favorite color? Right now, orange. Okay. Is it possible for you to get some sticky notes that are orange and put them on your mirror with the phrases that you've mentioned that you love about yourself? I could. I mean, there's a place not far from here, actually on the way home, so. This way you have it in your notes on your phone and you have it in your reminders when you look in the mirror. So the moment those thoughts about your smile or your shape start to come up, you can just turn to those orange sticky notes and think about the things that you do like about yourself. Thank you. I think this is a really good place to start. And yeah, it's doable, so I can do it. Do you mind if I ask you a personal question? Sure. Do you track your phases? What do you mean? Like your menstrual phases? I mean, honestly, I just try to keep track of my period. Well, for my women clients, I always think it's beneficial to keep track of your cycles because sometimes thoughts can be heavier in certain phases and lighter in certain phases. Have you heard of the luteal phase? I've been hearing a lot more about that lately. Yes, sometimes the patterns can reveal themselves based on the phases and the cycles. The next time that you find yourself focusing more on the negative thoughts and you're thinking more about those sticky notes, I want you to track at what point in your cycle you're experiencing these thoughts, and let's see if we can find a pattern. Should I put that in my notes, or? Start by putting them in your notes. Since we have your 4 lovely qualities about yourself, let's go ahead and make that a place to track your phases too. I can do that. But what happens if I start to slip back into my old thoughts? That's completely normal. It's going to take practice. If you've been thinking those thoughts for 10 years, the change won't happen overnight. So you have to give yourself grace. I'm always hard on myself. Well, you don't have to be. You can be patient with yourself. You're right. Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Aubrey Ebony Williams, your millennial friend with her master's in marriage and couple family counseling, who also happens to act a little bit. I hope you like this video. Subscribe for all things self-love, healthy mindset, and healthy love, because you are deserving of that. Subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao.